Hi friends, today we are going to talk about the latest phone from Xiaomi, that is Redmi 3S, which has just been released 1 week back in India. It's a beautiful budget phone at 7,000 rupees. But before you go gung ho and want to buy a Redmi 3S, it's very important to know the major differences between Redmi 3S and the Redmi Note 3. Now, you must have seen many videos online which discuss about the differences. The major differences that you might have come across are, if first of all you have to go to Redmi Note 3 and look at the specifications. So I have opened the Mi Store app, and in the Mi Store app I have opened the Redmi 3S. Now here if I go into specs, then the major differences which you can see are definitely the CPU, that is 430 processor Snapdragon. Now this processor is a very good processor. It is very capable of doing serious gaming, even though the Redmi Note 3 has a superior processor of 650 Snapdragon, but still this processor is very capable of doing serious gaming, so you need not worry about that difference. The other difference that you might have read about is the battery. This one has the 4100 mAh and the Redmi Note 3 has 4000 mAh. That's not much of a difference again. The fingerprint sensor is available in the Redmi 3S Prime, that is the higher version of Redmi 3S, and not in the basic version. That's again a choice. So there is not much of a difference. The camera, yes, the rear camera of Redmi 3S is 13 megapixel, whereas the Redmi Note 3 gives you a 16 megapixel. Again, the difference in the camera might not be very much. But now we discuss about the major three differences which are hidden to the general public and they might not be aware of, and none of the videos online are talking about it. The front camera in both the Redmi 3S and Redmi Note 3 are 5 megapixel. But if you observe carefully, the 5 megapixel front camera in Redmi 3S is a fixed focus one. So fixed focus one in Redmi 3S, but autofocus one in the Redmi Note 3. How does that make a difference? Yes, it makes a difference. If you are a person who takes a lot of selfies, then your picture will not be so clear as in Redmi Note 3. One other difference I would like to talk about is the 4G network. Redmi 3S supports 4G network bands B3, B5, B40. Whereas if I look at Redmi Note 3, I'll go to Redmi Note 3 and show you the specifications now. So in Redmi Note 3, if I go to specs, Redmi Note 3 supports a lot of 4G bands. So that is B1, B3, B5, B7, B8, B38, B39, B40, B41. All these bands are supported, which means that if you travel abroad or if you are a traveler, then Redmi Note 3 will not fail to give you service in any of the countries outside India. Whereas the same cannot be said about Redmi 3S. So that is one feature you have to keep in mind. Another thing I would like to show you in the specs of Redmi 3S is the multimedia support. If I go to specs again and show you the multimedia support, Redmi 3S supports this is the MPEG 4 H.264, H.263. H.264 is a good video format. It was the latest, but it's not the latest as of now. As of now, the latest one is H.265, which is supported by Redmi 3 Note and not by Redmi 3S. Now, why is this different or why is this important? I'll go to Redmi Note 3 and show you quickly the support of multimedia, and it supports definitely the H.265/HEVC. Now this format is very important because if you are a person who downloads a lot of movies or watches a lot of movies online, the latest and the best video compression format is H.265 or HEVC standard. This reduces the movie file to around 100 MB. So if you have a 100 MB file in HEVC format, the same movie file you can view in H.264 and 350 MB. So the Redmi Note 3 will definitely save a lot of your data charges. So that's it friends, these are the three differences which I would like to point you out before you go ahead and buy Redmi 3S. Redmi 3S is definitely a very capable phone, but the ultimate budget phone still remains the Redmi Note 3. So please keep these differences in mind before you go ahead and buy a Redmi Note 3 or a Redmi 3S. Thank you for watching my review.